over time, but I'm running out of room at the moment, so we'll see.
This is perfect. I mean, this is pretty much everybody's dream studio. So you
Yeah.
have the view like this, bro.
Well, exactly, yeah, because
Right?
the most important thing is like vibe for me. So, yeah, like acoustically, it's not the best, but you know, I'm just in here like writing and creating ideas with artists all the time. So,
Right.
yeah, don't really need much else. Like, and I think especially as producers, the most important thing that we have to do is know how to deal with people, and a special kind of people too. It's artists. Artists are very special kinds of people.
They are.
You know, they're very complicated and they're complex, and everyone is very different to the next, you know?
All right. Got it rolling.
Let's do it. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with all the gear right here.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you use often?
It depends on the sort of music that I'm making, I guess. Like, yeah, because I feel like I'm always making different genres. So
Okay.
for guitar stuff, I obviously use this. You know, so yeah, tuner, Corey One compressor. This is like a bass preamp pedal. Yeah, so if I'm recording bass, I'll usually like switch that on and then turn everything else off.
Okay.
Qtron, which is like an envelope filter.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get that sort of like sound of sex.
Oh,
You know-
is it for bass or?
No, it's for guitar. So
guitar?
all of this is for guitar. This
Just
is
that
the only
one?
thing for bass. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll still use a compressor for bass as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is like like an overdrive sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know about that?
Dumpler? What's that?
Do you know
Yeah.
the Klon Centaur?
Clone Centauri.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
this is like like an emulation of that.
Okay.
Yeah, but the best emulation, in my opinion, of that.
Okay.
That isn't the Klon Centaur.
Right.
Because I don't want to pay like fucking like 200,000 baht for a fucking pedal. You
Vintage
know?
gear.
Yeah, exactly.
Expensive.
Yeah, and then this is another replica of the Centaur, the Klon Centaur. But I bought this from Lazada,
Oh, for real?
and guess how much it was?
In baht, huh?
Yeah, in baht.
I don't want to guess
it was like-
if it's Lazada.
It was like 500 baht. Like, it's very cheap. And it sounds pretty.
Okay.
It sounds pretty shit, but sometimes like I have this on and I run it into this as well.
Oh, okay, so boost it up.
Yeah, and
okay,
it's just
cool.
like nice distortion into like shit distortion. Kind of sounds cool for some things. Like
So there's like a fuzz kind of.
not really fuzz. Yeah. So this is more just like a shitter version of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah, and then sometimes I stack the two, but then sometimes I'll do like this, and then run it into an actual fuzz pedal as well.
That is fuzz pedal.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so that's fuzz, and that's just like really fucking dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, and it can just like really compress shit with a lot of distortion, and like it's really cool for some things. And then this is a POG. So the POG is like well, it's an octave generator. So whatever note you play on the guitar, you can add like -1 octave, or -2 octave, or +1 octave, or +2 octave, and you can blend them all. Yeah, and then you can also like control the attack as well. So you can have something that sounds like, you know.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
that's kind of open up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Chorus pedal. Amazing chorus pedal. I love this so much. Yeah. Just a reverb amp pedal. Like, yeah, I don't know. I use it sometimes for recordings, but it doesn't always sound the best. But yeah, I mainly bought it for like, if I need to play live, I'm going to use it. So, and classic.
Guy.
Strymon Big Sky. Yep.
It's worth the price, huh? You think? What do you think?
I don't know. Like, I guess if you play live a lot, but for me, like most of the time, I don't even like record it because I'm too scared to like commit to the reverb, you know. And sometimes I want to put the reverb like after, like in post production,
Right.
You know. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does sound very nice. It does sound very nice, but yeah, I'm a bit of a bitch sometimes. I'm like, I'm too scared to record with the reverb on. So
Right.
Yeah.
Because I heard there's a plug-in version as well.
there is, yeah. I haven't used it, but yeah, I was like, you know, when I was like, I want to build a pedal board, should probably have a big sky on it, you know? I don't know. I'm just a basic bitch.
Well, it's the go-to.
Yeah, exactly.
For the guitarist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So yeah, if I'm recording guitar, that's what I'll do. And then these are the pedals that like nobody loves. They get no
Very
love.
true.
Except for this, the blues driver is
that's
good.
pretty good, yes.
Yeah. So sometimes like I might take something out and put the blues driver in. Yeah, but this is like my first compressor pedal that I got. Behringer.
Yeah, CL9.
Yeah, nah, fuck off. We don't need you. This I bought for like $50 in Australia. Fuck off. Nah, we don't want you. This is like
pretty decent though, no?
everybody's first distortion pedal.
Right. It's in every music rehearsal room.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, you could get some like cool like indie sounds with this.
Right.
But yeah, and then just like my first wah pedal.
Yeah.
This isn't bad. This is just like a multi-bass like fucking thing. So it's for bass guitar. So it's got EQ, a bit of overdrive compression, and it's made for bass guitar. But yeah, this mainly for like live, like you know, when I was playing live in Vietnam, I guess I would use that. Yeah, because I was playing bass in the band.
So it's all this, and then it depends on what you feel like, what you use for that project particularly.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on the genre as well.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like some songs I don't even use guitar on, you know? Yeah, like it might just be like synths and like 808s and fucking programmed drums or something, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so it just really depends on the project. But yeah, but when I do guitar on things, like, yeah, I have a lot of fun, like messing with all these sounds here, like a lot of fun. So.
Wait, do you start out with the guitar or the keyboard? Guitar?
It always changes. It depends on the song. Yeah.
No. Like when you first start playing music, that's what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I started with drums.
For real?
Yeah, I'm a drummer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I started playing drums when I was like 12. Yeah. Can I tell you a little story?
Sure.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
So this is the story. So growing up, like I used to listen to a lot of like R&B and hip hop on the radio.
Okay.
You know, and I was like, fuck, I want to like, I feel this music. I love it. I want to be a part of it somehow.
Yeah.
You know, but like at that time, it was sort of just like only black people could be in rap music or whatever. Unless you were Eminem. Eminem was like the only one,
Exception.
You know? Yeah. And I was like, fuck, like I just want to be a part of the music. I can hear vocals and like, what else can I hear? I can hear drums. You know, and so then when I was 12, I went up to my mom, I'm like, Mom, I want to play drums. Can you get me a drum kit? And like, yeah, my mom was amazing. We had like no money, you know, but my mom like just saved up like little money here and there and then bought me my first drum kit for like $200 and like it was a piece of shit drum kit. It didn't even come with a pedal, like
no, $200
like no kick pedal, and it was just like a really shitty drum kit, but it was the best like thing that I ever got that changed my life, you know, because like when she got that for me, I just played like all day, every day, you know, and that's what I did. So yeah, and then as soon as I started playing drums, I started like writing songs, like I would just play a beat and then write like words over it and shit, you know? Yeah. So I think like first and foremost, like I've been writing lyrics and playing drums for a long time, like the longest time. And then over time I started learning like bass and then guitar, and then I wouldn't say I can play keyboard, but you know, I learned a bit more about keyboard over the years, and and then eventually just got into like producing and writing actual songs. So yeah.
It's a cool story.
Yeah, thank you.
Really,
yeah.
So, it's inspiring.
Yeah,
for me.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got all the synths and stuff.
Synth, right? Should we start with this?
Yeah, sure. So this is the Korg MS-2000. Depending on how you feel, this could be a really shitty sounding synth or a very cool sounding synth. To me, it's just like, it's a bit cheesy, Y2K, and I kind of like some of those sounds, you know, like, I've got to patch it in, but, you know, fuck it. Yeah, and I don't know, I just like it for like Y2K sort of vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is not an analog synth, so they call this like virtual analog. Okay. So it's supposed to emulate analog, you know, so it's essentially a digital synth. Okay. But for me, there's something special about just like being hands-on with like all of this, you know,
the knobs and stuff.
Yeah, and like and sort of like not like doing it with a mouse sometimes, you know. So sometimes I might run like some MIDI into here, and then it's like you're actually performing by like using the filters like as it's recording. Right. Yeah. So that's what I really enjoy. And then I don't know, just making sounds on here is just very different to like making sounds on like Serum or you know anything else like that. Not to say Serum is bad, but
It's just different.
it's just different.
Different.
Yeah, it gives you like a fresh perspective sometimes, you know.
Right,
Yeah. And then that's just a MIDI controller.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted like a stack of keys to look cool.
It's actually look cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
It's
like,
literally
wow.
just a MIDI controller, but yeah, but I mean it's handy. It's just fucking
Yeah.
contact or whatever the
works.
fuck, you know.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
All right.
we've got Moog Mini Tour.
Yes.
Yep. So this is just the module. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But all the filters on it sound beautiful. The oscillators are beautiful. Yeah, 2 VCOs on it, so like analog oscillators.
Right.
Yeah, very, very beautiful sounding. I'll see if I can, you know,
Connect it.
to be honest, like
Yeah.
since I got it, I made one patch on it and I haven't changed it.
Oh, so that's your go-to.
I'm too scared to change it. Like I know I can
it's
like
gonna go away.
take a photo and recall it and shit.
Yeah.
And there's a software, but it doesn't capture the patch the same. You know. But like I just made this one awesome preset, and
Okay.
I always leave it on that.
Okay.
And maybe one day I'll change it, but I don't know.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah,
Not
not today, but it's. Let me turn it up.
Classic test.
Why does it sound like shit today? Maybe I already changed it by accident. Whoops.
Maybe.
Fuck.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I fucked it. All right, it's time to change it.
All good.
It
all
usually sounds better. It's like this like G-funk, like West Coast sort of bass thing. But I've already like put it in a lot of songs. So maybe it is time to change it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
All good. But it's good synth. It's good
Yeah.
like bass.
Yeah, it's just like a monologue bass synth. And it's very, very nice. So yeah, but oh fuck, we changed it now. Well, I changed it. That sounds like, oh wait, maybe I know why. Oh no, I've changed it. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
So it doesn't have a preset at all?
This? There's presets like in the software that talks to it.
Okay.
I haven't-
So you can save it on the software?
Yeah, you can, but I don't know. It just doesn't save accurately for me, which is why I like left it on that one preset. You know, yeah. But now it's time to change it. So
Yeah. We'll fix it. Maybe
Yeah.
there's something new that's like better. You
yeah,
never
well,
know. You never know.
I've overused it on like a lot of songs that I've been working on lately. So I think it's like a sign
Time to
from
change.
sign from the universe
Okay,
almost. And this is just a Korg mini log.
Right.
Whoops. Okay, so that's running into that. But oh, you fucking cunt. Hold up. Mute this. Where is this going? Oh, this is going into here. Okay. I see. It's gonna sound like shit, so I'm gonna disable all this.
Okay, so basic.
Just another like basic analog synth. Yeah. But I don't know. I get some like cool pad sounds out of this. Like yeah. The filters are kind of alright. But I don't know. It's mainly just like some pad sound. Kind of sound
cool.
alright. I don't know.
That's cool. Depends.
I usually sit down and like make sounds like from scratch with all this stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not very good with a lot of presets with this stuff. Like I use a lot of presets when I'm doing like Serum. Or like stuff like that, and then maybe I'll change them a little bit. But usually, if I'm working with the actual like outboard gear, I like to just make a sound from scratch. Yeah, and
It feels more right. It's like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I just feel like I just make better sounds that way, you know,
Okay.
and I can like tailor them to songs specifically, you know. So
That's a good point.
yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah. As opposed to like going through presets and like I'm playing the same thing and going through all the presets and it's like this one nut, this one nut, this one nut. It's like fuck, I'll just make one that
Right.
is fit for
I
this
know what
song,
you
you
mean.
know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then this is the Holy Grail. This is the
the big boy
Prophet
right here.
6. Yeah. This is pretty much on every fucking thing that I do now. Like, yeah, it's fucking nuts. Like, unless a song is like just a rock song with just guitars or something like that, like, this is on everything. Like, fucking everything.
Everything, right?
Yeah. Like, yeah, and I've even been making like some cool bass lines with it recently. Like, I'll show you this beat that I made recently with
sure.
Where is it? I made this sick bass patch in it, and then made a whole song out of it. Where is it?
Have so many
Oh,
files.
yeah. This is not the patch, and this intro sucks. I'm gonna change it later, but just one of those quick ideas. And here comes the Prophet bass.
Dude, okay.
Yeah. So
That's like when I hear the bass, it's like talk no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and that as well, like that bass line in there is literally just like one layer of this. It's not like I layered that up with like other 808s and like, you know, other basses or anything. It's literally just that. Like,
see, that's the thing about hardware and software.
Yeah.
Right? I think what do you think? Like for me, I think software you have to layer a little bit more to get that level of thickness.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, like that's what I've noticed. Like, I mean, I haven't been fucking with a lot of like hardware until recently, but yeah, I feel like there's just like this warmth and thickness. So like, especially like the analog stuff, and especially like good analog filters. Like, good analog filters are just like, you cannot beat them. Like, they're unbeatable with like software. Like, yeah, especially like the filters on this are just so nice, and the filters on that are so nice. Like, the filters on this are like kind of questionable. Like, you know, but damn, like a good analog filter is just, oh my god, like it's
everything.
It just makes me want to fucking like so bad. Yeah. So yeah, that's like synth world for me. And okay, and then the most important piece of gear we have here.
Okay.
The tambourine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you record it live, huh?
Nah, I never use it. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
I'm just like, where you gotta go? Where you gotta go, dude? I'm just like, dude,
no,
okay?
I'm talking absolute shit.
Because nowadays people use Splice.
Yeah,
right?
well, exactly. But I mean, like, I did it like 2 days ago for a song I was doing with an artist, just because I couldn't find the right tambourine loop on Splice.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, because it was like quite fast. So I'm like, fuck, I got to record it myself, and I looked like I was like having a seizure. I was like,
yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh my god, but yeah, I mean, it's handy when you do need it. But I think that's like the only time I've used it in like 10 years, like maybe.
Okay,
you know? Yeah, I brought this with me from Australia for no fucking reason until the other day.
Oh, it's good memories.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Right, content memories.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have cajon.
No.
Yep. Just like for jams, you know, if people come here and drink and someone plays guitar and like I can play cajon.
That's good
like,
vibe.
it's just fun, you know, sometimes. Yeah. This is like power for the U67.
So that's your go-to microphone, huh?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So, and the U67 is, just.
What do you like about it?
Everything.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And
it's right here, huh?
Yep. This is the vocal booth.
Right here.
Welcome to the vocal booth. Yep. Yes.
So it's basically what do you call it? The little space in front of drawers?
Yeah, it's just a walk-in wardrobe. Like, this is just where I keep all my clothes and stuff. And like,
right.
Yeah. I've got a very colorful palette taste in clothing, as you can see.
Okay, very colorful.
Very colorful.
Very colorful,
yeah.
yes.
And there's more colors in here. Like, it's very, very colorful.
Dude,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hanger is colorful.
Yeah, fucking hangers. Too colorful. Yeah. No, this is actually the most colorful thing I own.
The fuck, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. It's cute.
Okay.
It's cute.
All right.
I've never worn it. It's just funny.
It's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, this is where we record vocals with all the artists and stuff. So.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, recorded. The chorus for Magic by Wim was done in this closet. All the Way Home by Wim also like recorded all the vocals for that in here. Yeah, and like heaps of other songs as well, but I guess they're the most notable that people might know, you know. So yeah. But yeah, this belongs to Shane Edwards at Studio 28.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's kind enough to just like let me rent it out when I need it, and artists come here and record, and yeah, it's just such a beautiful mic. So
it is.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's pretty much your whole gear, huh? Like your whole army.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Like I've got like a couple guitars and stuff. Like you know, this guitar.
Ovation.
Yeah, this I got for free from a friend.
Okay.
In Australia, he was just like, "Hey, do you want a guitar?" I'm like, "Sure," and he just gave it to me.
Very nice.
Yeah, because he doesn't play it. So yeah, that's kind of nice. And then American Fender Strat.
Can't go wrong with that.
It's literally all I
Can't go
need.
wrong with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's literally all I need. And then,
Right.
I mean, like, because most of the time it's like, I'll write the shit here. I don't do mixing. I don't do fucking mastering. You know, if we're going to record drums or actually record guitars, we'll go to the studio and do it. And then I'll use, you know, like different guitars to play the parts
Yeah.
that I write on this, you know? So, yeah. This acoustic guitar, this is like 60 years old. It's like really, really old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very beautiful. Like made in Italy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't use it much, but yeah, it's nice to have. And then,
Right.
yeah, just a fucking PJ bass.
P-bass, huh?
Yep. So PJ, so the P bass will only have like these two pickups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the jazz bass has like two of these longer pickups. So this is PJ, so I've got both.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
yeah, it's really fun. Really, really fun.
Really fun, man.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I don't need a lot. I mean, you could always have more, and I obviously do want more over time, but I'm running out of room at the moment, so we'll see.
This is perfect. I mean, this is pretty much everybody's dream studio. To have
Yeah.
the view like this, bro.
Well, exactly, yeah, because
Right?
the most important thing is like vibe for me. So yeah, like acoustically, it's not the best, but you know, I'm just in here like writing and creating ideas with artists all the time. So
Right.
yeah, don't really need much else. Like, yeah.
It just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, and then someone else is gonna mix it anyway in a proper room. So
Yeah,
fucking who cares?
Yeah,
I'll have my windows. Like fucking leave me alone. Like
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, bro.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much
Okay.
it. Like yeah, not much more to it. And then just a computer and some speakers and little Apollo and a little patch bay and that's
Right.
it. Like yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. You got yours. It's on, right?
I think so. Is it?
It is.
Nice.
Let me check.
Check.
Okay. It's good.
Check 1 2.
Okay. So let's continue on. What should we talk about then?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? You choose.
I think pretty much the process of making music, really.
Yeah.
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 just- We want to know how you make music.
Yeah.
And then we can gain something from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Let's,
I don't know. I guess it depends on the genre. Like it changes from day to day, but then I think that's also a big reason of why I love doing what I do because it's always very different, you know. But as far as like the process of making music, the best process I think doesn't even begin with music. I think it begins outside of the studio, you know? It's like, I have this analogy, right? So think about a samurai going into battle,
okay.
okay? Say there's two samurais going into battle, right? And they have a KPI. They have an amount of people they got to kill in this battle. They've both got to kill 100 people, you know? And the first samurai goes in and he's like trying to fucking kill all these people, you know, but his sword is very blunt. He's not going to kill many people, right? Yeah. Whereas the samurai who spends like maybe 20 minutes before, he's like sharpening his sword, you know, he goes in, he's going to kill like 100 people on the battlefield very, very quickly.
Easy, yeah.
You know, so I look at music the same way. It's sort of like, how sharp can I make my mind and my body and my soul before I even begin to make music, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, and so for everybody it's different, but for me it's, you know, like one, waking up early, it's exercising, you know, going in the sauna, make sure like my mind is very clear, I'm eating good food, you know, I make sure I'm in an environment where there's natural light, you know, there's windows and I can get sunlight and all that stuff, and then make sure my head and my body is in a very good place, and then I can make the best thing that I can make, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. It's not a very sexy answer, but
No, it's important.
Yeah.
Actually, because if you think about it, not too many people think of it that way.
Yeah, exactly right.
They just want to get into music, and
Yep.
then sometimes they don't even know what they're doing.
Exactly right.
Right?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so it's like, I think the most important thing is like sharpen your sword, sharpen your mind, and then you can just be the most effective person that you can be, you know, when you're doing the thing that you love.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. good answer.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
no
glad you
doubt.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the rest, as far as like, you know, the process of like making music and you know, making what some people might consider like good music is just doing it all the time and doing more of it. You know what I mean?
The practice.
Yeah, the practice of it, you know, the art of it is just doing it. Like, you know, like I had some people that show me stuff and it's like, how can I improve this and how can I improve that? And it's like, I mean, I could tell you a million things, but it's not going to matter unless you figure it out for yourself. And the only way you're going to figure that out for yourself is just by doing it more, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you kind of like look into others' music a lot in order to like inspire your music? Like you really like the sound of this song and then you kind of steal that sound?
Nope.
Oh no,
I don't listen to music. I hate listening to music.
Tell me about it. Then how do you get your input in?
I don't know. I just make what I fucking feel like, you know, like, yeah, like occasionally for some artists, they might give me like reference songs and stuff like that. But generally, like, you know, I don't really listen to anything like, because I mean, my job is to make music all day, you know, and when I'm not working, the last thing I want to do is fucking listen to music, you know, like.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. I mean, like if I'm at a party or like, you know, like back in the day, like, you know, if I take some ecstasy and go to a festival, that's different, you know, right. But yeah, for the most part, like I don't listen to music. Like, you know, like every now and then I might listen to a song like in the gym, but it's usually like podcasts or things like that. Yeah, I don't know. I listen to music. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Okay.
The bad side of it is I could maybe not be getting as much inspiration as I want. But then the good side of it is like, you know, I feel like I'm really able to make things that nobody else can make, you know, because it's only coming from me, you know?
I feel it. It's more like you concentrated on that and then it's like you don't have any distraction. You don't have people that, oh, try this, try that.
Yeah.
You know what you're going for.
Yeah, well, kind of. Like, I do and I don't, you know? Like, like all I'm chasing is a feeling. But to be honest, like when I'm making music, like how I describe it is like it's not even me making the music. You know, I think when we're creating, whether it's creating a song or making a painting or doing a dance or even having a good conversation with somebody, it is us like transcending the human experience, and we are becoming bigger than ourselves, and we are like tapping into the universe, and that is taking over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve. Okay.
Yeah. And so it's like, and like all I want to get better at doing is not necessarily making music, is not necessarily playing guitar or playing keyboard. I want to get better at tapping into that feeling that is bigger than me, the feeling of the universe, where that takes control and does the thing, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I kind of get
I'm just the vehicle, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And then the more that I do it, the better I get at tapping into that feeling. You know?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a new way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah. So I try not to think about it like too much. Sometimes I do think about it too much. I mean, we're all human, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think the best part is just letting go and just letting the universe or God or whatever just take control and let it happen, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about the process of like getting artists, let's say.
Like getting artists. I don't know. I think it's like people might recommend me sometimes, but you know, when I first got here, like I did. You know, I think the best thing, like how I got my foot in the door with the Bangkok scene, is I just put myself out there. I did a remix of a Get Nova song when I was living in Vietnam.
So that's how it all started.
Yeah. And this was during COVID, and I saw that Pinot from Get Nova, who, by the way, like shout out to Pinot, like I owe my whole life and my whole career to that guy because he was the first person that believed in me, you know. And I saw he posted on Instagram one day, like he liked that song "Stay" by Justin Bieber and Kid Laroi.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I thought in my mind, I'm going to make a remix of it and show him, you know? And he wasn't even following me, like, you know, he didn't really know me or anything. And like, I made this fucking remix like the next day, and I'm like, I'm just going to fucking send it to this guy. And I sent it to him, and he really liked it. And he's like, oh, hey, want to remix a song for my band? And I'm like, hell yeah, like, let's go, you know? And it was just like a fun little thing. And then I put it on YouTube, and I'd never put a video on YouTube before. And this song, like, it got like a bit of traction, and it's not like crazy numbers, but it got like 80,000 views, which is like, it's all right for a first video, decent, right? Yeah, you know? Very good. Yeah, and then from there, I think that's sort of like what sort of started everything, you know? Okay. Yeah, and it's because I took that chance, and I didn't ask for money for that remix. Like, it's not like, oh, fuck, like, I've got to, like, make this stay remix, and maybe he'll like it, maybe he won't even listen to it. It's like, I just fucking did it, you know what I mean? Like, you just do those things, right. Like, and you just always continuously do those things, and, like, take a chance at those potential opportunities, and then you just need the right person to come along and be like, oh, hey, like, here's something for you, like, try this, you know? And, I mean, that first Gets Nova remix, like, I paid for the mastering myself. I didn't even ask to be paid, like, you know, and at that time I was quite broke too, but I'm like, I'm just going to fucking do it. Like, who cares, you know, YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO.
Yeah, and that started everything for me, you know? Yeah, and that was like 3 years ago now. Yeah.
It's pretty recent, if you ask me. 3 years is not too long.
Yeah, not too long at all. Yeah.
And now you got all this.
Yeah, and then it just evolved from that, and yeah, I ended up like producing some Gets Nova songs. Well, I did one that came out, and then there's another one on the way, and
right.
From that, yeah, okay. Just other artists, and yeah.
What do you think? What makes Pinot like it so much, but he didn't like the others? You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, what do you think that Pinot sees in you?
I don't know. You have to ask him, right? But. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something I got to ask him.
Ask him. Yeah. I think if it's not too far, I'm gonna visit his studio.
You should. Well. You definitely should.
Yeah. Because I know him personally as well. And he's a very interesting guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's I consider him like a bigger brother. Like like him and the rest of the band. They're all like my bigger brothers. You know.
I'll ask him for you.
Yeah, very nice guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What should we talk about?
I think, okay, so this is something interesting. I think nobody talks about, like, especially with producing and stuff, is like, you know, everyone talks about like how to use this plugin, or how to like EQ this, or like how compression works, and just how to make a song and this and that. And that's all cool, you know what I mean? But nobody talks about how to deal with people, you know? You could be the best producer in the world. You could have like the best guitar skills, you know, and be applying to play for so many bands, and or you know, trying to work with so many artists, but nobody cares or wants anything to do with you if you don't know how to deal with people. You know what I mean? And I think especially as producers, the most important thing that we have to do is know how to deal with people, and a special kind of people too. It's artists. Artists are very special kinds of people.
They are.
You know, they're very complicated and they're complex, and everyone is very different to the next, you know? So I think like the people skills are very, very important. Like learning how to be like emotionally sensitive to their needs, you know? Their needs musically, their needs emotionally, like, a lot of people say like producers are like therapists as well. Like sometimes we just got to listen to them talking about the bad day they had the other week, you know what I mean? And that's going to help them feel a bit better, and that'll get a better performance as well, you know? I think that's very important.
Come think of it, producer is actually more than music.
Yeah.
It's actually doing a lot for, you know, for the scenes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, like also communicating, like learning how to communicate ideas. I learned this from Rick Rubin.
Yes.
Yeah, not personally. I wish I knew him personally, but yeah, I just heard that he says like every idea must be demonstrated. You know, so when somebody suggests something, like an artist suggests like, oh, maybe we should do this in this song, and in my head I know it's a shit idea. You know, like I've made enough songs, like not that I'm the know-all everything, but I can kind of foresee that's not going to work probably for these reasons. But I always say, let's try.
Okay.
We will
So
always try the idea.
Okay.
You know, because like sometimes I'm wrong, and the idea is actually really good. But if I just assume no, that's not going to work because of this reason, because of my experience in this, and blah 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 blah, you might lose some magic. You know.
So it's like you lower your ego.
Yeah, and it's just like always try every idea. Yeah, because you might surprise yourself, and then that, even if the idea doesn't work, just trying it might spark another idea that does work.
Yeah, I get it.
And I think that's also a big part of the people skills as well. Yeah, yeah,
People skill is very important now.
Yep.
If you ask me, like
yeah,
respect the people and
Yeah.
pretty much everything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and just always chase like, just making good music. Serve the song, don't serve yourself. Yeah, serve the universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's something bigger than us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like yeah, like I like everyone's different, and I know some people, some artists have told me they're some producers, not in Thailand specifically, but just everywhere in the world, that they just want to make quick songs and quick money and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's good people skills, because people can sense that it's like it's not sincere. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, because I mean, like with some artists, I'll spend a long time making like 10 demos till we get the right song, and that's the song that they're paying for. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure that we can not have the best song in the world, but the best song that I can have with this artist at this time. You know what I mean? Yeah, and sometimes that requires putting in a lot of time and a lot of demos, and I'm not getting paid extra for that, but it's like we're serving something bigger than us, and we want to serve that as best as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, that's good advice, man.
Yeah,
That's good advice. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Pleasure. Yeah.
So, it's for a little bit now. Should we end it for now?
Yeah, sure. I'm chill.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we'll just chill, do whatever.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it for today. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast, I guess.
Yep.
It's good information to have to know too.
Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. I appreciate your time too. Thank you for coming by.
you.
So,
Well, this is Nache.
appreciate
everyone,
it. Yep.
my friend.
Sawadee Krap. Nice to meet you all. Yep.
And then we'll cut to the B-roll.
Yes. B-roll, na. Thursday evening, do you want to do like a session and we just find like some flows? Because I also want to see if we can record, like, how do you feel if we try 5-3-1, the naughty as well? Thursday, yeah.
Okay, day 5. Okay.
Yep.
What time is the group?
Maybe like, so, yeah, I think evening, like maybe like 5 or 6, yeah, 5 or 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Just maybe.
yeah, maybe, because on Wednesday we're gonna get fucked up.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay, awesome, man. And on Wednesday, do you want to come to my place before the show, and we drink a bit and go through the songs that you perform?
Okay, I can go natural house maybe 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Okay, maybe 5 p.m. because I have to go to the studio during the day.
Okay.
Yeah, so 5 p.m. would be perfect.